welcome back to the Snack Run Podcast. I'm Brady Cardia. Thank you for coming along. I'm also here with my great buddy.
Hello, hi. This is different. My name is Ryan Hernia, a.k.a. Never Lose Heart, and a.k.a. Konoha Cafe, whichever region of the world you're from. What's going on?
If you want some hot, steamy, delicious, yum content, I think you're in the right area. Once again, this is a Snack Run Podcast where it's your one-stop shop for all your yummy, delicious anime, pop culture, movies.
Music, maybe?
Music?
Peep the sweater?
Maybe musicals?
Yeah, this is the go-to podcast for musicals.
But anyway, this is our podcast where we talk about everything greatest and latest in the current age of day. So welcome. We're so glad to have you guys.
Take a seat, take a squat, take a shit. We're ready to entertain, have a good time.
Yeah.
Some goofs,
some gaffs,
some ha-has,
some giggly wigglies.
Yeah, that's what my ex-wife used to call my penis.
A giggly wiggly. How you doing, little giggly wiggly? She's like, is this thing on?
She's like slapping it around. All right, time to wake up.
We just watched the new Bert Kreischer stand-up special.
The Giggly Wiggly? No, it was called the Razzle Dazzle.
Yeah, I don't think it was called the Giggly Wiggly.
There's this one comedian. He called his special called the Spacey Waishy.
What comedian said that?
I forgot his name, but it was a special. He called it the special Welshie. I don't remember.
The special
anyway,
Welshie? The special
Welshie?
Welshie?
Razzle Dazzle was pretty good.
I think Bert Kreischer, because we just watched together. We like watching stuff together because we're cool. We're cute together.
Ooh, do you want to watch this with me?
But yeah, so we watched it together, and I think that's mine and Ryan's bonding time together is comedy, stand-up comedians. When we really started bonding, and like when we really started,
we've always been bonded, but that definitely strengthened.
Yeah, we always been bonded together.
Yeah,
with ropes,
with docking. 2020 was rough for a lot of people.
Not me.
Not Brady. His life has never been hard. But Kevin Hart really brought us together. Two fat boys on a couch. We just watched Kevin Hart and we laughed, we cried, we shit.
Okay, so anyway, we watched the Bert Kreischer special. What was really great, Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura are both amazing in their own right.
100%. They're
pretty good together and great separate. But yeah, they're probably the two main comedians I think of when I think of like stand-up comedians. How about you? Well, it's hard. Like my dick. It's hard because Kevin Hart is just a staple in comedy. He's 100%.
Not only that, I think he's like the pinnacle too.
He's the pinnacle. Like think of it like the big three in the anime, and then there's One Piece at top.
Then there's Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball at top. That's kind of like Kevin Hart. He was like the mainstay of comedy. He wasn't like the first one out there. Obviously, he's still young.
Right.
He's still a young.
Maybe modern comedy.
And modern comedy.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely, we have like a pretty large, extensive backlog of stand-up comedians that we've watched throughout the years. I accidentally stumbled upon Two Bears One Cave early 2020. And I started listening to them, and I was like, "Yo, this is really good, really funny." And then
like, these motherfuckers are speaking facts.
Yeah, and they made me feel better about my body type too. I was like, yo, I'm pushing like 200 right now. Holy frick. and these guys are well into the 200s.
That's what, like, Bert Kreischer, I mean, Tom Segura, he's working really hard at getting back mentally and physically. But Bert Kreischer is the most confident fucking man I know who's just in his body. He's fine being in his body.
Him and the guy from Hangover with the tiny penis.
The Asian guy.
Yeah, he's also very confident because, like, you know.
Yes. Billy, or it's like Bobby something.
I call him Chang.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. From Community, his name's Chang in Community.
Oh, okay. I was like,
what's his name?
The Hangover.
Hangover.
I have no idea.
It's like it's another very Asian name, but go ahead. Oh, it's Leslie Chang or something.
Leslie Chang, that's awesome. But it's like, those are the two guys who are the most fucking confident in their body. Because Bert, if you guys don't know Bert, he literally, every single show he hosts, his shirt is off. This man cannot keep his shirt on one bit at all. I was like, hubba bubba, okay.
Yeah. So his special was pretty good. Another one I saw recently that was really good wasn't Chris Rock's newest one, but his second newest one was really really good. I can't remember the name of it. But his newest one is called Selective Outrage. Do you know why it's called that?
Why?
Because at the end of it, he goes in for about 15 minutes on the Will Smith situation.
That's
and he
so smart. I didn't realize that's why it's called that.
He calls it Selective Outrage because like he stupidly selected to be upset and beat up a guy much smaller than him.
Yeah, I mean, well, he didn't beat him up. He just slapped him.
Right, but
I mean, rightfully, you should never slap someone. We're a year too late talking about this. Rightfully,
no. we are, yes, but also
it's coming back up.
His response just came out like a week and a half ago.
His response just came out, and the Oscars was just here. So, like, we're recapping on it. We're recapping about what was.
Yeah,
but
let's pretend we're recording this the day it's happening.
But, motherfucker, talking about Chris Rock and Kevin Hart, like, not Kevin Hart, my bad. Will Smith, Chris Rock and Will Smith. Yeah. Like, Will Smith should have not slapped him, but he didn't beat him up. It's just like it was a little love tap.
It was love tap.
Yeah, it was just a little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're condoning violence now.
I'm not condoning.
That's crazy because you weren't even spanked as a kid, so I figured like, oh, you'd be really against it.
I was beat as a kid, not spanked. That's a fucking asshole. I remember there was a fucking time where my parents were fucking chasing me because I was a little shit. Like I used to at school in like second or first grade, I would take the scissors and fucking carve up my desk, and then the teacher had me stay in for recess. So I was like cussing her out. I was like, "What the fuck?" Blah blah blah. And I'm crawling through the desk, and this bigger set teacher, she was crawling after me, and she got like stuck on the desk. And then they had to my classroom got changed like 5 times because I was a little shit.
Were you really?
Oh, I was such probably like something to do with my head, but I was such a fucking little shit.
So you were like in the special classes?
Well, yeah, eventually. But like I was such a little shit. Like in first grade, I was like 5 different teachers because every single one of them just couldn't deal with me because I don't know, I was just a fucking troublemaker. I think it was something like I hope my kids don't turn out like I was as a kid because I was a little shit, and like I applaud my parents now because how they handled it is like I can't do that. I don't have the fucking patience to deal with a kid like me.
Really?
I was terrible because that's the crazy.
You're pretty tame now. That's why.
Right? Like I'm so great and amazing and sexy and awesome now. But I got all the bad stuff out when I was a kid. Like, God bless my parents dealing with that when I was a kid. But now, thankfully, I'm a lot better and matured and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
you're all those things. I was actually a pretty tamed kid. So if I have a kid like me, I'm gonna be happy. I'm like, yo, like you're quiet, you're to yourself.
Really?
I don't know, man. I was a tame little boy.
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, it totally depends. Like how you're like. I don't know. Just like, I don't know. It's weird. I can't really put my finger on it because I was a shit. But then some people come out a little bit more tame and quiet. Then some people's that middle ground where they have these tendencies to be wild because kids are kids. Kids are little shit. That's what makes kids like so hard is they're just curious. They're like, if I do this, what will happen next?
But back to kind of like what we were talking about with the Chris Rock, Will Smith response. We watched it together, right?
We did.
What did you think about Chris Rock going in some of the jokes? He said a few things along the lines of like, Will Smith is actually much bigger than him, and he has selective outrage, but he also has, like, Chris has always rooted for Will. It's really Jada who's, like, hurting everyone. Like, what do you really think? Because, like, we kind of joke, that, like, oh, like, it was a love tap or whatever, but, like, no, like, the dude, like, hit him pretty hard, and he never sued. He never took legal action
because Chris Rock is a chill guy.
He got hit in front of half of the America.
Yeah,
half of the America.
Well, honestly, this is what I think about it. For one, Will Smith should never did that at all. Obviously, you don't hurt another human being.
The spiciest take.
Yeah, you don't hurt. Another thing is. Yes, I think Will Smith did it. I think it was just an outburst because Will Smith, he just goes through a lot. And when it includes Jada, I think his vision is skewed. You know how like when you're really interested in a girl and she's kind of crazy, everybody else sees that she's crazy besides you who are in love.
But when you're in love, you overlook the red flags.
So, and like that's like the thing is like she has so many red flags. So when she's upset, he's upset. Because at the beginning of the joke when Chris Rock was making those jokes, Will Smith was like, yeah, that's fucking fine. Yeah, that's exactly what he was doing. But as soon you could see the point where everything flipped, like the light switch flipped.
when she was upset.
When she was upset, he's like, well, fuck, now I have to do something to save my fucking marriage with her.
He definitely overreacted, though, 1,000%.
100% overreacted, but I think he was trying to make a point to her.
Right. So a lot of people on the internet, they responded saying stuff like, oh, that's like super uncalled for, and Chris went way too far. And
Chris went way too far?
Yeah. And I'm like, are you serious?
Motherfucker got slapped.
Chris could have collected the bag for what he did. Jim Carrey, Steve Carell, and a whole bunch of other actors, Tom Cruise, they all came out and said, like, yo, like, I would sue Will Smith. Like that is not okay to do. And Chris Rock is a great guy. I'm like, right, he's human. He makes mistakes, but he's never, like, done anything to that degree. Anyway.
You know what's the stupid part about it?
What's the stupid part about it?
It was a fucking show. It was the Oscars. Everybody makes fun.
They're
That's
jokes.
That's like the thing.
Right.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
But that's, yeah, I 100% think it was 100% like the Love is Blind type of thing. He was trying to make a statement to his wife. He wasn't trying to make a statement to, like...
Love is bald.
Yeah. Oh, because she's bald.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think she's a terrible person. I think she's like the scum of the earth.
Yeah, Chris was like, you know, like, you might have slapped the shit out of me that day, but your wife slaps the shit out of you every day.
Yeah.
And he said that your wife has hurt you more than you have hurt me.
Yeah, she interviews Will Smith about, like, publicly saying, hey, I cheated on you and I did this and that.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, the joke was so funny. I suck some guy's dick. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's like, who the fuck does that? Like, she's terrible. That's like the end of it. She's terrible. Yes, he should have slapped her. I don't condone his actions, but I understand the conditions, what led to that action.
Like, it's sort of like, I'm not saying he's right. What I'm saying is I understand.
I think there's a different way to approach it.
On another note, I like Jay. What's his name? Not
Jaden.
Yeah, I like Jaden's. Is that
Smith?
the little kid?
Yeah, Jaden.
Yeah. I like Jaden's music.
You mean the Karate Kid?
Yeah, I like the Karate Kid's music. I don't know, and it's kind of a random note. But
no, 100%. I think Will Smith, for one, is a great guy, and he has amazing kids. Because you hear, like, all the great things that Jaden's doing.
Yeah, like charities left and right.
Charities left and right. He came out with his own water bottle service, what's 100% recyclable. There's no plastic. It's super great for the environment. All the proceeds goes towards saving the ocean, saving the earth, and all that. And just he's a great environmentalist, and everything he does kind of involves that. So, like,
and he did Tyler the Creator.
He did Tyler the Creator.
He did Tyler the Creator.
No, you're pulling my balls. That's awesome.
I'm not doing that.
I love Tyler the Creator. He's funny.
Yeah, I didn't know the
Odd Future. He's a funny guy.
That way, but I mean, that's
cool.
Cool.
Tyler does 100%. I didn't know Jaden swings that way.
I guess.
Good for him.
That's what I've read and seen. So I don't know. They're probably pretty. Also, I kind of like Will Smith music.
Willow.
Yeah, I know this is kind of like pretty off topic, but I'm like, we were kind of on the topic of Will Smith and everything, but like, yeah, Will Smith has some pretty talented kids, in my opinion.
Well, it's just like talent is talent. Ooh.
But yeah. I had a question for you, Brady.
I have an answer for
you. This is kind of a silly question, but I think it's one that I think our audience is very interested in hearing your opinion on.
I want to hear it.
What is the next movie theater snack to rival popcorn? Like, if there's a new movie theater snack that's going to, like, make popcorn a thing of the past, what do you think that is, brother?
Man, nothing's beating popcorn. That's like this is a whole hypothetical like scenario because statistically nothing is beating popcorn. When you think of movie theaters, the first thing you think of popcorn. You don't even think about the movie sometimes. When people say movie theater, you're like popcorn.
That's kind of true. I remember back in 2020, you can drive by the movie theater and just get popcorn.
I know.
Just get popcorn.
I don't know if this is ever gonna beat it, but what a lot of theaters are doing right now is they're just coming out with food like bar food, burgers, pizzas, pretzels, stuff.
Right.
Like that.
Sure. Right. But the thing is with popcorn is that it tastes great and it's like super cheap. So like they're charging you $10 a bucket.
They're making a $7 profit off of that. 100%.
More than that, I think.
They're making way more profit off of that. It's literally light work for them. Movie theaters make so much money. I mean, if I have to fucking like put something out there,
SpaghettiOs.
No,
I'm just kidding.
It says boob.
Here's your ramen, sir.
Oh man, that's such a hard.
I don't know.
Popcorn just like chips, like buffalo chips or something. Nothing.
Yeah. Shit. Like cookies. I was like,
Cookie Crisp.
I was like, podcast subjects come to me.
Hear me out though, not including popcorn, because I think we already discussed popcorn is the absolute goated movie theater snacks. If you're going with candy,
okay,
what's your top pick for candy? Candy for movie theaters, what's your top pick? Give it to me.
Nerds Rope, or chocolate.
Nerd Rope.
Or yeah, something. Okay, no.
Give me the why. Give me the why though.
I love anything. I love anything fruity. So so like I'm like, you know what? Like, give me the tangy stuff. Give me that shit that like I can like lick. You know what I mean? I want to go for like a half hour.
Okay. I mean, that's not good. How about your chocolate reasoning? I need a good. Is it just because it's chocolate?
The Milk Duds. You get like a half a pound of Milk Duds for like $4.
Milk Duds not bad. Well, not $4. I mean, at the store, not
at the theater. Yeah, it's $4 or $5. Yeah.
At the theater, no, they're charging you fucking $7, guaranteed.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Maybe $7. Let me go ahead and check the other topics.
Hear me out, man.
I'm listening.
Goated movie theater snacks. You gotta go. Oh, you're playing your phone. Goated movie theater snacks. You gotta go with some sour snacks. I don't care what it is. Sour snacks all the way. You know why I say sour? Sour, you get 2 treats in one. You heard it. 2 treats into one. So sour snacks, you could kind of suck off all the sourness. That's your first treat. Second one, there's a gummy inside from the sour.
What if there was
it lasts longer? A snack what smiles back?
What if there's a snack that's called Suck Off and it's like 2 flavors in one?
It's just a dick.
And we're gonna market it to gays.
Can't wait to cut that out.
Bree, tell me more about your Taylor Swift sweater. How was that concert, man?
Hey, yeah, it was great, man.
Was
Taylor
it life-changing?
Swift. It was life-changing, absolutely mind-boggling. Got to sit up in the attic, actually. I got to look down through the attic, like, whoa. I think I see her. Like, oh, look, I could crush her.
She's tall.
Very tall.
Yeah.
5'11" at least.
Damn,
mama.
Wait, 5'11"? I'm like 5'10".
Yeah, but you're a dude. Most dudes are 5'10". That's the average height for
How
guys.
long was her set? Did anyone open for her?
Yes. She had 2 openers. Paramore, which is like super rad.
You're lying.
No, I'm not lying.
You're lying.
You want to see the video? Oh, the videos are...
How long was this?
Paramore was up for an hour. Another opener was up for another hour. I forget the girl's name. I guess she's really popular with the girls. And then Taylor performed for 3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah. So she had an Eras tour, what was basically all the songs she's ever released. She was playing it during this concert. Not every song, but...
Oh, Eras tour.
Eras.
Yeah, like end of an era.
End of an era. So, like, all the eras she, like, started and finished it.
Right, because it was pretty hardcore country for a while.
Country,
and then she started
pop.
dipping her little toesies into pop.
A little pop, and, you know, then there's some, like, popular hits where not good hits, like fucking Shake It Off. Who likes Shake It Off? It's popular, but it's not like, yeah, shake it off. Shut up, bitch. Anyway, sorry, that wasn't towards you. But yeah, it was great, man. It was the first show down in Phoenix. Actually, first show in this whole.
Is it okay to ask you how much those tickets were? You got
yeah, like, just a couple hundred.
Way up there.
Yeah, just a couple hundred, something light. Yeah.
So like $400 altogether.
Yeah, probably around 4 or 5, maybe 6.
But
this is the concert what crashed Ticketmaster. You probably heard of that.
I think it did.
Yeah, so like as soon as she released all the tickets for all her different shows across the country, everybody all at once went onto Ticketmaster, crashed all the systems. It was terrible. Luckily, we were the one out of like 100 where we got in there, we bought our tickets, we got out. There was people on waiting lists for 6, 8, 9, 10 hours on a waiting list. So like I was at work in meetings and people were just like clicking refresh. Meanwhile I was sitting in the corner like I have my tickets. But yeah, man, it was crazy. She's doing a bunch
bro.
She's doing a bunch of concerts. She's making like
Paramore opened?
Yeah, Paramore.
Did she play her old stuff? Because her new stuff is ass.
Everything.
I like respectfully. Look, I know there's a lot of Paramore heads out there who like praise the very ground that Hayley Williams walks on, but I do like her new stuff. It to me is like hot garbage. Like it's like actual dog barf.
Yeah, I will say Hayley Williams, so like a ball of energy. Maybe she was just excited because this was the first show, but. Fucking jumping around all of it. The stage was huge. It was a 360 stage. Yeah. She's just like jumping, running, sprinting. She's like sprinting, full on sprinting, like just singing her songs. I was like, this girl, how much energy does she have?
Did she play Emergency? Did she play
everything?
Did she play Crush?
Yes, I think so.
Nothing compares to a quiet leaving alone. Cut this whole part out.
If you got to see any celebrity throughout time who could be alive or could be dead, what celebrity would that see? Would that be? Like artists.
The ones I really like, I don't think anyone really likes.
Well, tell me. I want to hear.
Okay, the one that my most popular one might be he died. What's his name? Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD. You would want to see Juice WRLD?
No, I would want to see. I would want to see Juice WRLD. I think he's the most popular one that I would want to see alive.
Really?
Actually, now that I know that Paramore was there, I think I would have loved to see them too, because like Paramore and Taylor Swift in one night, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And then also
Paramore didn't have like a little measly set. It was like a full hour or something set.
An hour's a lot, because imagine full energy for an hour, Brady.
Oh,
it's like cardio.
I can't even do it for 30 minutes, honestly.
Yeah, dude, we do one podcast sitting down, and we're like,
woo! I'm out.
Oh,
let me
man.
out.
Someone turn the fan on.
Well, I did my cardio for the day.
I did my Brady cardio for the day. Juice WRLD. That's a good question. Juice WRLD, Whit Lowry, Matt Watson. His music means a lot to me.
So you're
Paramore.
saying because like the music you like is not hugely mainstream. I mean, Juice WRLD is pretty big.
Right. That's why I started with him first, because that's what everyone knows.
He's pretty big. Because when I think of people I could see who was in their prime and stuff like that, I think of the old artists as like it would be crazy to see like Elvis Presley. It would be crazy to see Michael Jackson or even like a young like Elton John. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah, young Elton John. Ooh, Surfaces.
Oh, You're saying everybody you could go see right now. I
know.
Besides Juice WRLD, you could literally go see all these people right now.
My dad played a lot of Tupac.
That would be lit.
He was a great rapper. What about you, man?
Have you? I just told you. Yeah. Like, it would be crazy. Like those are my picks.
Oh, you want to see the classics?
Yeah, those are my picks. Like the people who are very old or very dead. Like it would be crazy to see Michael
Not
Jackson.
Like regular dead.
Because I can't even think of people who are at those levels anymore. Because there's just so many different artists nowadays. Small artists, big artists, medium artists. There's so many. Like back in the day, like it was just Elvis and he was the pinnacle, or it was just the Beatles. They were the pinnacle for the time. Like now it's like there's like 10 pinnacles and they're all different genre of music.
I think right now it's better now to be an artist. It's easier now to be an artist than ever, because you can either buy a beat, buy a guitar riff. You can like record on your phone, record on like your laptop, and it's like it's easier now than ever to become an artist.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's just like we live in a time where the content creating. We also live in a time where stuff is readily available. Like if we wanted to do this 20 years ago, it would be so hard to start a podcast.
Right, like we have the power of like the world in our hands, like with our phones, and a lot of us use it to browse Amazon or browse Facebook, and like that's chill. But if you wanted to, you have the tools to start something crazy.
And what's crazy, because back in the day, it used to be like you can't do it unless if you have the tools. Nowadays, it's like you can do it. It's just like, do you have the passion to do it? Do you have the will to do it? Is this something you're passionate? Like, is this something you really want to commit to?
It's a lot of luck too. It's like you had to be in the right place at the right time. You just like someone's
But you could always. It's luck just getting out there and getting your name out there. But doing it itself is not hard.
I feel like we talked about a lot of subjects in the last like 25 minutes or so. It was like we went from
actually exactly 25 minutes.
I think we went from like I can't remember what we talked about first, but it was like your upbringing. It was Burt Kreischer, Razzle Dazzle, which I don't think we even fully expanded on.
No.
Your Taylor Swift concert. You're wearing the sweater. Show it off to the camera.
I'm wearing the sweater. I hope you guys like T Swift.
Is it comfy? It looks comfy.
It's very comfy.
Is it extra large?
It's only XL, and it's like super big. I thought it was a double XL.
Yeah.
Because I usually wear double XLs, but like this XL.
Your beer gut.
Yep, my beer abs.
And then we talked about T Swift, and then like the artist is. Oh, and then we talked about popcorn for a little bit and snacks. We talked about we blew through like 15 subjects in like 25 minutes.
Damn, yeah, we bulldozed this.
I'm not a big concert goer.
Oh, I am. I love concerts.
I'm not like I don't know what to do with my hands. Like when I get there, When I get there, I'm just like,
nah, you dance, man.
Have you seen that meme of Jay-Z and in the background he's like.
He's just vibing. I will say I like more of concerts where you're like at a seat. You could stand up at the seat, but like those type of festivals or concerts where you're standing in a big crowd, I don't really do those because it's just too many people.
So when I was a young lad, when I was a young bug growing up in the hard streets of Surprise, Arizona, I went to a lot of hardcore concerts.
Like rock?
Like,
like death. Like death. I think those are a different type of show you're watching.
We'll be right back after this commercial break. No, so back in the day, it was like really cool to go like hardcore scene concerts, and I would throw down the pit every once in a while, do the windmill, do like the bull charge, do like a backflip, and like that was kind of my thing for a little bit, and then like I don't know, I kind of grew out of that scene pretty fast, but like I don't know, I just never quite got back into it, you know. I'm not.
I mean, that's the one thing about going to see celebrities, concerts, stuff like that. It's expensive.
It's expensive.
It's very expensive.
I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't want to wear the wrong thing.
You can't. Okay, for one, you can't do the wrong thing. You can't wear the wrong thing, unless if it's like Nazi stuff. I wouldn't wear that.
I won't wear that anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad we're on the
unless
same.
we're infiltrating the KKK to destroy them. Oh.
Anyway, like you can't do anything, do or say or act wrong. You just gotta do you, man. Just gotta do you. Who cares what people think? Have you read? Not read. There's this thing called the act of not giving a fuck. Do you know who follows it? Pete Davidson and Elon Musk. Have you heard about it?
I've heard of Elon Musk.
And so Pete Davidson and Elon Musk, I think it's a book actually, where it's called the act of not giving a fuck. It's like a real thing. It sounds like I'm making it up, but that's why they're so successful, because Elon Musk, he'll create, he'll put his heart and soul in anything, even though people are like hating on him, like, you're not gonna send a Tesla to the moon. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Same with Pete Davidson. Like, he does all these weird stuff, he makes all these weird jokes, but he honestly doesn't care what people think or say about him, and that's why he's so successful, because he's not turned down.
Right. It's sort of like it's not always about like sometimes like great content is good, right? It's good to have great content, but also like, sometimes it's good to like make a lot of content, and hopefully something that you say or you do sticks. Also, like, I remember a lot of people on Twitter like making fun of Elon Musk for like sending a bunch of rockets to the moon and then blowing up like halfway through the atmosphere, and it's like yeah, he's failing. But he's fucking failing forward, and you're on your couch tweeting about his failure. Like who's really winning here? Like the guy who like works 8 hours and then goes home and like can't bring himself to do anything creative with his life, or the person who escaped the Matrix and is now building like rockets, and stuff like that.
Sometimes you just gotta do you, and you can't really have the haters hate.
So, well, thank you, Taylor Swift. So, like, when I go to a concert, like, I can just wear whatever I want as long as it's not Nazi memorabilia, and I can do whatever I want with my hands.
Yeah. You just got to find your go-to. Like, what's your go... Maybe that's not your go-to. I would suggest that's not your go-to.
Just like one of these, like...
No, I would highly suggest you don't do that. Maybe not that either. You know what? Just don't go to any concerts. How about that?
So just keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's a real fear I have. Some people are like for me, like I don't want to elaborate on this. We joked about this earlier about I don't actually want to talk about it too much. But like I'm dating a lot right now. And like, but a lot of people are like, I don't know, get back to daily life. I'm like, I don't know, just fucking do it. And like for me, my thing is, I don't know what to do with my hands. Do I go to a concert? What do I do? Do I sing? So I don't know. That's just kind of like a fun parallel of like things that we don't understand.
Oh yeah. Dating's hard, man. Hey Ryan, what do you want to talk about now?
I want to talk about anime right after these short commercial ads. Every day when I log into my YouTube and my Shopify or my Spotify or my Apple Podcast, it's always the same thing. You know, it's an hour-long podcast. It's a 2-hour-long podcast. I just want something more just like shorter and something just for me. Some focused interest, if you will. Whoa! What are you? You're the snack bite goblin? Whoa, what's a snack bite? Are you telling me that a snack bite is shorter form YouTube content focused around one subject, show, or movie? Tell me more! Are you telling me that I can log into youtube.com every Thursday to check out the latest snack bite? Oh, God! Wasn't expecting that. And welcome back to the second half of the Snack Run podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Herney, and this is the anime portion. Go ahead, Brady. What's going on?
Yeah, this is the anime portion. My name's Brady. We got a lot hot, juicy portion of anime to talk about, like how Ryan kind of likes sports animes now. What's up with that?
What's up with that?
You went from not knowing what a football is to reading and watching soccer animes.
Don't be stupid. You throw it down the middle, you hit the pins, you go home, make love to your wife.
And you're like, Mazel Tov.
Mazel tov.
Feliz on my dog.
Feliz on my dog. You're a funny guy. You're funny. I can see the appeal to you now. Yeah, so it's been my new tradition that every night before I go to sleep, you know, I pray, I chill, I take a few Xanny, and then I lay in my bed for a few hours and I read Blue Lock. Blue Lock has me by the nuts, my friends.
Yeah, it has you by the throat, and you're like, yes, Daddy? He's like, read about soccer. I'm like, okay, Blue Lock, Daddy.
he's like, feel these. And I'm like, feel what? He's like, feel these nuts.
It's like the hormone monsters from Big Mouth, but they're just Blue Lock monsters.
I've never subjected myself to watching that show, but thank you for pointing that out. I like Blue Lock more than I like Haikyuu. I said it.
No!
I said it.
You're a filthy liar.
Crucify me.
And a bitch.
I'm one of those. No, I like Blue Lock better than I like Haikyuu. Haikyuu is like, ooh, let's be friends. Ooh, you like volleyball? I like volleyball. And then Blue Lock is like, I'll crush you. You're nothing to me. And
So
they're like, fuck you, retard, and stuff like that.
Maybe because you're a very masculine man. You're very masculine.
Yeah,
so maybe,
my dick has a dick.
Yeah, maybe that's a good joke actually.
My side bitch has a side bitch.
But maybe because you're just so manly. You like the manly stuff, not the friendships and basketball.
I'm an ooh woo kind of girl too.
Don't ever do that again.
Ooh woo.
Don't ever do that again. My dick could never get that hard again.
Ooh woo. No, I mean, I watched like 3 episodes or three seasons of Haikyuu. I read it a little bit, but Blue Lock is so cool. Like, all of them are just so cool. Like, the coach is like, if you can't hack it, get the fuck out. And then everyone's like, oh, you guys are nothing. Everyone here is like side characters. I'm the main. Everyone's a Bakugo. Everyone's like a Bakugo, basically.
Yeah, like everybody here's my side bitch.
Exactly. And dude, there's like people stealing from their own players. Like people hate each other so much. It's like, no, I'm the star of the show. And they steal the ball from each other.
Yeah.
And it's like they're on the team. So it's crazy.
Well, it's not a team at this point.
Anyway,
they're just trying to get where they need to get going.
Yes. I like it that they in the manga and anime they make it seem like they're like Super Saiyans a little bit. They have the auras, they have like powers, kind of.
I mean, kind of with sport like animes and mangas, they kind of have to add some like elements, kind of like what
fantasy elements,
like kind of like what Demon Slayer does with the sword action.
Right.
It's like that's not actually what's going on, but for us viewers, we're like, if we just see people swinging around swords or kicking around a ball, we're gonna be like, I'll tell you what, man, that's not a good anime.
Don't get out of here with that realistic shit.
I tell you, ding! I tell you what, man, that's not some good anime.
No, Blue Lock has me looking up actual soccer techniques and joining like a middle-aged man's club.
You're in the middle-aged man's club.
Dude, I'm middle-aged, man. Once you're over 25, the world goes by so fast.
You know what would be a good sports anime? There has to be the sports anime out there. How about rugby anime? Wouldn't that be fun?
What's rugby exactly?
Rugby
it's
is
like tackle soccer.
Tackle soccer. It's like soccer, football, and lacrosse all in one. But it's like, it's no padding. It's like huge men. Think of like Broly level type men.
Okay.
And no pads, no nothing. They're just running around, tackling each other, punching, punching like noogie, punch. Like, so like if you're like looking for a manly anime, I think that would be your
I would
forte.
go watch rugby just to catch me a husband.
Hubba.
Oh, anyway, I was gonna say, do we kind of a cool sports series?
What?
I would call it Has Been, or like Golden Years.
Okay.
Something like that, or Has Been Golden Years.
Okay, tell me about it.
Basically, it's gonna be like a Japanese man or whatever, like a man in his middle age,
Or a woman.
No, it's a man.
Okay.
Anyways, because girls can't do sports. Don't be fucking stupid. It's gonna be a guy and like he's like 35, 40 years old, and he's like, man, I swear if coach would have put me in the bottom of the third inning, we would have gone to state. I would have gone pro. You know what I mean? It would be kind of cool. It's called Has Been, and maybe it's like he becomes a coach for a team.
Here's an idea. So
I want to hear your idea.
Here's an idea. So you follow kind of like that premise. You follow two guys. They're like the best on the team, and then one of the guy, he gets hurt because of another teammate or even the other player, and so he doesn't play the last game. One of them goes the route of life where they continue on with their sports career. One of them goes the other route in life, and then like the other guy is like,
Wait, what's the other route? You said
the other route's like just like not playing sports, getting a 9 to 5. The other one goes professional level. So a professional level, and since the other guy wasn't hurt and couldn't get to the last game or something, they go the other route. But their skills are still the same. So he tries to prove himself, like, if it wasn't for the injury you gave me on my left testicle, I would still be with you, or I would still be competing with you.
You think that was bad when your testicle slammed into my foot? I broke my foot.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's about these two guys kind of going different paths,
Or-
and the other guy trying to show like, oh, motherfucker, it's the fucking same premise as Creed 3. If Dame didn't go to prison, he would have been where Creed was in.
Okay, how about this?
Okay.
Same premise, but what if the pro player never got to, maybe he left like his like crush behind, and he never got to like marry her and see what could have been, and maybe he missed out on having a family. We're still recording?
Yeah.
And they never missed out on having a family, and basically he's jealous of the friend who got injured and started the 9 to 5, has a retirement plan, has the wife, has the kids, and they reconnect when they're like in their 40s, and they're like, man, I wish I had you. Like, man, I wish I had your life. And then they go in for like one last handshake before they leave before they night, and they switch lives. Oh baby, we got a winner.
It's like that one movie where the girl switches with her mom. Freaky Friday. It's like Freaky Friday.
And then she's like, oh no, I'm old.
It's exactly like Freaky Friday.
Dude, that's not exactly at all. But I mean,
okay.
But half of your idea, half my idea.
We should go in. We call it Mr.Beast. Like, hey man, I know you're producing anime right now. We have a brilliant idea for you.
Not just brilliant, like we have the idea. Like this, like there's ideas out there. We have the idea.
Yeah, like Mr.Beast, let me be real with you, Mr.Beast.
Quit wasting your money.
I know you like having orgasms. So hear this idea we have for you. We're gonna pitch you something. Unlimited. Hear me out. Hear me out. Unlimited orgasms if you let us go through with this pitch for you. And then you're just like, you hear that right, guys? I just bought the moon.
Is it the thumbnail? I just bought the moon. No, you had me in the first half calling Mr.Beast, and he's like, then you were like, get ready to change your pants, Mr.Beast, because you're about to come.
If there's anybody out there want to pitch our anime idea,
wait, hold on. I'm gonna pitch this soccer anime, and is it soccer we're talking about, or do maybe baseball?
Tennis.
No. All right, Mr. Beast. We know that you're a huge fan of the Snack Run podcast, so check out this anime idea. 2 amazing soccer players, or they can be baseball, are on one high school team. One gets injured, one doesn't, and then the injured one goes off to go to college. Maybe he starts a family, has a loving wife, and then the other one who didn't get injured, by the way, they're best friends, and then the other one who doesn't get injured goes on to play professional baseball, big leagues, wham bam, thank you ma'am, travels the world, has everything, the cars, the bitches, the house and everything, but he leaves behind what could have been his college degree, he leaves behind like his high school crush and everything. And later in their mid-30s, these two friends meet back up for a drink, and they're like, you know what, like, you have the wife, the degree, and like everyone, like your family loves you, and I wish I had that. And the other guy's like, you know what, like, you have the cars, the bitches, the house, the skills. Like, I busted my leg. Like, I can't do that. And then at the end of the night, they shake hands because they're good friends still. And then something crazy happens. Maybe a comet goes over them.
Shooting star, comet.
Shooting star. And
the night stars like shooting stars.
They switch lives. And we're going to call it golden years. Or golden years.
How about the one guy who broke his leg? He didn't mean to. Obviously, he didn't mean to break his leg, but maybe his friend broke his leg, and he's like,
purpose?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, because only one of them could become the professional. Only one of them could become the professional. And then he's like, you busted my leg. And he's like, I only didn't bust your leg. I also busted in your wife. Huh?
we're gonna definitely keep working on it.
It's pending. Like we're here. No.
And Mr.Beast, we're talking to Paramount Pictures right now and Sony. So let us know what you think.
Yeah. Well, you know what's really cool? What's coming out?
What's coming?
The new Naruto episode's coming out sooner or later.
For the 20th anniversary. I heard about that.
So cool. That's like fully animated, new episodes. Like, what do you think it's gonna be about? Unless if you know, because I don't know. I'm in the dark.
All I know is that last week they announced 4 new Naruto episodes. Not Boruto, not Naruto Shippuden, but Naruto episodes.
Naruto.
So I'm assuming it's going to be
the in
like
between
when
years.
They're kids. No, when they're kids still, I think. Like 14, 15 years old.
You don't think it'll be like the time between Naruto and Shippuden?
I mean, it could be a filler. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
what would you like to see more fleshed out in their earlier years?
In their earlier years?
Because it's going to be a Naruto
I'm
episode.
over the Naruto childhood thing. Like, I want it after
no flashbacks.
Yeah, I'm over that shit. Like, I know, like, oh, he's seen on his swing by himself. He's sad. He had whatever, this or that. I'm over that. He's already become a ninja. He's already with his team with Sasuke and Sakura and Kakashi. Maybe it's like a time where they go off or something. Mm-hmm. Like after the Chunin exam. I want definitely after that, but before Shippuden.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. I can see that.
Sasuke hasn't left yet. He's with them still.
I would like a one more really good Team 7 like mission. They've even went on missions before, but like some of them aren't that memorable.
Yeah, how about it's like a really good 4-episode special of them going on like this really good like secret mission, kind of like a movie, but it's a movie but in 4 episodes or something like that.
Or how about Naruto and his ninja friends go to LA?
How about this though? Hear me out. Because Boruto just wrapped up. Not just wrapped up. The newest season just wrapped up. How about when they release these Naruto episodes, it's like something happens in Naruto's youth. What's going to happen later on in Boruto? So like this thing happened and it's not impacting the story right now. So we go through all of normal Naruto and Shippuden and the beginning of Boruto. But then something happens where it's going to affect the timeline of Boruto in the current state of Boruto's story.
I mean, that'd be.
Do you want it to connect?
That'd be kind of lazy writing, don't you think? Yeah. Like what if Ichiro wrote Oda? What if Oda was like, all right, we're gonna do a few flashback episodes, so the next episode makes sense.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Like since they're not building off,
it's kind of like a cop out. Like, all right, it's kind of like adding your own rules like halfway through.
Yeah. I guess. Do you want it to like kind of connect along and be?
Maybe a little bit. I don't think it's mega important, and probably the main premise of like the base of the story of Boruto is already written out already. So I'm not sure like whatever they produce next is going to make a huge difference.
Yeah, it's probably just gonna be one of those side stories where like Team 7 or something like that is going off on a mission.
Maybe like more Itachi type of stuff. It'd be kind of cool to see him like he grew up. Like Itachi had a girlfriend too.
Ooh,
Izumi. So it'd be kind of cool to see them like maybe go to school together, maybe hang out.
Because it's Naruto. It's not gonna be Minato. It's not gonna be any of the Hokages before them. It's like following the Naruto.
I mean, we don't know. There's not a lot of details yet. Well,
because I thought they said like it's gonna be the Naruto. It's not gonna be Shippuden.
Right. Yeah.
So it's just gonna be
Itachi was in Naruto.
Yeah. So like I was just thinking like, could it be like a precursor before the Naruto, like before Naruto's even born? Like it follows like Minato. But if it's just gonna be following the Naruto in the main Naruto
maybe
season.
they're going to create some like really like not crazy, like not wacky, but like maybe some like very different type of episodes to see which one sparked the most hype to create more of that.
Because they did say it's just going to be 4 episodes. They didn't say that they were going to be all connected.
I mean, exactly.
That would be kind of cool if they were all just kind of like around. Like this one's about Minato. This one's about Naruto before he joined the school. This one's about Sasuke when he was emo and depressed. Well, he's always emo.
Or
and
even
depressed.
Gaara or Sakura. I'm not sure. Maybe Kakashi. Kakashi was also legendary growing up.
I think I'm just hyped for it. No matter what, I'm hyped.
You know, brother man, I'm hyped too. I think it's about time that we wrap this one up. I'm sorry, guys, it's a little bit shorter today, but that's okay. You know, like we've been pretty good about dropping consistently for the last couple months.
Yeah, and
I'm proud of us.
Yeah, we know every single one of you guys always watch until that hour 20-minute mark. So sorry that we do have to end it earlier, but hopefully you guys could watch the hour and 20 mark for next episode.
And this is a genuine, we have a lot of fun on the podcast. A lot of times we get really out of control. We talk about Mr.Beast coming himself. But this is like a real, like heart to heart. If you're one of the people that actually watched or listened to the podcast all the way through, like from the bottom of our hearts, our cold, dead little hearts. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we appreciate your time and we love you.
I could almost touch my nose.
Alrighty, and that's some great words to live by Brady O'Reilly McDonald.
Up close to my ear. With my tongue touching my ear. You're not looking. Right.
Till next time. Bye.